Hey guys, Mike out here with Steve Zolanaro with another episode of Real Estate on Record.
All right. And guys, this is the one for New Year's. We're talking about New Year's resolution. Let's talk about real estate business. Let's talk about what you honestly feel people should do if they're deciding to buy or sell in 2024, because the market is
2024,
difficult.
well, no, it's going to be interesting.
It's a very interesting year, right?
I think it's going to be a good opportunity to capitalize if you can.
Yes.
But I don't think it's going to be like a doomsday by any means, but there's going to be opportunity for sure.
It's so bloody hard. I got to be honest, because clearly everything indicates that it should be like a off the edge type, environment based on the debt level and everything. But it's like that all got erased, and there's some optimism just rolling into this new year. It's so weird, right? If you look at everything going on, debt levels are so high, interest rates are so high, blah 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 blah. But it looks like there's a spin on media, there's a spin on everything that's getting produced right now, and it's all about these interest rate cuts. And it's not just here in Canada; it's also in America. So everyone's just focused on the interest rate cuts. So everyone's kind of ignored what could possibly happen, but everyone's looking on the interest rate, the descend of the interest rate hikes. If that's the case, we're gonna have a great year because we still have shortage of housing, kids. Like both sides of the border,
Shortage of housing here in Canada.
both sides of the
And
border.
the U.S.
Yeah,
Now, we're talking about resale or new?
just houses in general.
We're not going to get to a point where the rate's going to be affordable for those people to afford the payment. So whoever's going to be able to hold to that point.
Will it go down to 2% in 2024?
No. If we're
Is
lucky,
that what you want?
if we're lucky, 3/4 to 1%. There's four.
How much?
3/4 of a percent
Those
to
are
1%.
Those are puppy dog eyes, buddy.
It's very. Oh, I'm a part of everyone else because my mortgage comes up for renewal too.
Yeah, no. So there's 8 meetings that the Bank of Canada has in 2024. They're starting to say that mid 2024 they'll start cutting. So that gives us, let's say, 4 meetings, 3 to 4 meetings that they're gonna cut. I could
Quarter of
almost
a percentage at a time.
correct. Like they're not gonna do massive cuts to.
There's
fix
no
anything.
possibility, you don't think? What about if they see an imminent recession?
If they do massive cuts, I think the market just goes crazy. Because
Steve, do you think we're in a recession right now? Because it seems like that, especially inflation. Inflation's nuts.
I don't
it's
think
been nuts for a long time though.
I don't think people really felt the squeeze. I don't think we've never.
When you're paying $10 for strawberries, you're feeling the squeeze.
But that's inflation.
No, but inflation plays a big
But you're
part
still
of the
buying
recession and
strawberries.
stuff.
You're still buying strawberries.
Not really.
You know what a recession is? When you can't afford to buy strawberries.
Aren't we there?
People are still buying them.
Yeah. I went to a car dealership just to check. Like
For that Ferrari.
no. no. Not by any means. But just to check to see how things are. I had to wait in line at both dealerships. Yeah, there was no one to help me.
There's no recession then.
So no, and it was an Audi and a Mercedes dealership. Not that I'm buying an Audi or Mercedes. I was just curious to go take a look. If it made sense for me to upgrade my car. There's no incentive. Zero.
There is no incentive?
No incentive.
Okay, so guys, let's be honest with the people. All right, someone comes up to you, Steve, and they say, "I want to sell my house."
Okay,
in
but go back
2024."
to that point
What?
there.
What point?
You're talking about renewals that are going to be done. They're
Correct.
coming to
In November.
66%.
November, yeah.
Listen, if the ones held out now that are in a variable rate, the guys are going to hold out. The next wave of mortgagees
For
that are
what?
coming due are going to hold out too.
For another year.
I'm saying because look, a lot of people that were in variable rates that got stuck, that thought the economists and everybody was going to the policy
of
rate
course.
holders were going to jack it up.
course.
They were so in denial about it. If they lasted this long, I don't see many defaults. I got to be honest.
No, it's not the variable. It's everyone saying that they're all fixed.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I locked in at 2%.
But look at what currently happened. Like people that got stuck in a variable during this period, about a year and a half now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see many bankruptcies. People are kind of holding out, whatever they're doing.
That's because they have mom and pop to help them
Well,
out.
whatever it is. So the next wave is going to have
There'll
mom and pop.
there'll
too.
definitely be a percentage of people that fall off the end.
Oh, for sure.
But I don't think it's going to be 40%. It might be 5, 10.
Oh, you think that low?
I was
Yeah, I don't think. I think it would have happened already.
to be honest, I was expecting a lot more happening, like a bloodbath. Let's just say, yeah, for sure. Come on, dude. Again, if you want to kind of look at American Canada and stuff like that, just basically mortgage holdings, crazy here compared. We're holding the biggest bag of debt ever, per person.
Canada?
Yeah, damn right.
We're still
that's
we're
not
we're,
gonna
we're in a
happen.
buyer's market right now.
I don't think we ever get balanced again. It's just
We're not gonna
it's
get
like
balanced.
that on and off switch.
Yeah, you're right. It's on and off.
So look, talking about media, like we're all regurgitating the same information. Like they're gonna cut rates and they're gonna cut rates and they're gonna cut rates. We're all talking. I'm doing the same thing. It's basically it's we're being programmed to talk about this. Think about it. You know, both sides of the board, it is what it is. Like I talk to mortgage agents in the US, I talk to the mortgage agents in the Canada, same shit. Everyone's on the same script. Obviously, federal election. I've been talking
Right.
about this since 2020. They need the economy to be robust during the election. If the libs, because the liberals are on both sides, Democrats and the liberals on both sides of the border, and it doesn't matter which party, they're going to do it regarding whichever party, but it has to look robust, the economy. And people, unfortunately, have a very short term memory of what currently happened, like the misguidance, the bad policy, government policies that led us into whatever we're into now. And that's what's going to happen in next year. So it's I think next year it's going to be an on switch.
All gas.
It's all gas.
All gas.
Yeah, at this point here,
Which is going to benefit the seller.
I don't know who's going to benefit, but I
Well,
think
someone's going to have to
the
benefit.
only benefit is it's an opportunity to kind of get in and out. Like I think it's like we're building a house in Florida next year. It's perfect. I want the
Yeah, but you
optimism.
can't. But that's two different countries, two different everything.
Same thing. We're so connected. You don't even understand. If
Homes
if it's
are
a buyer,
$100,000 less.
if it's a buyer's market, the seller's getting killed. If it's a seller's market, the buyers are getting killed. So they're both unbalanced.
So hold on a second. Currently, right now, if you were a buyer,
Yeah,
the houses are substantially lower than what they were last year.
but you're also paying very high interest rates.
No, but
So they're trying to
but
curb
classify
inflation.
what's high interest rate because in the 90s, they at one point they got up
But
to
the-
18%.
Dude,
But the
we don't-
90s
we're not holding the same bag of debt as
the,
the
the
90s.
90s, the same house. Like for example, we bought a house for a client the other day. The house was listed at 1,788. We got it for 1,565,000. Okay, but that house in the 90s was 200 grand. The house today is 1.5. It's
Yeah.
we got a 200 and something $1,000 discount, but you still paid 1.5, not 200,000, right? So you're paying it on what 6%, 6.5% right
think
now.
about it. Dude,
Hey.
dude, I know it doesn't sound sexy. You want me to be like cheerful and
I'm just curious if 2024. Okay,
I just want to talk truthful, right?
Is 2024
Yeah.
gonna benefit the buyer or the seller?
We're going to see a transition. Listen, like if they want to boost the economy, they're going to lower the rates. You lower the rates, the buyers come out, start buying again. Sellers start getting pricing increases on their value of their houses. They start selling for higher bags. Then still got to buy at a higher bag. So it doesn't make sense. It's the stupidest thing. They can't, and again, it's a federal election. They got to make it look robust, this whole shit. If it was balanced, like 2018 was balanced, that was a beautiful market. You had, even before that, when I started buying investment properties in Allison, it was like 6 to 7% appreciation per year. Again, this is previous administration. We got a different administration now. It's like sporadic. It's like,
Should I buy or should I sell for 2024? What are you telling them?
Oh, right now I'd be buying because right now, like for example, clients that we had, we were able to go secure a great deal on a property, right? They got the house that they needed for their family. In a seller's market, I'm running into that house. I'm running to my car, writing the offer and sending it in against 18 other offers and praying that we get it, right? So now I can go into that house. I know they're qualified. I know they can buy it, and we got a stellar deal.
Wow.
If the market turns, that house is going to go to $2 million.
So you think
Not
it's a
1%.
buyer's market?
Right now is a buyer's market.
Right now is a buyer's market. Okay,
Yeah.
Steve?
And I would continue to buy right now if you can, because
Nice.
yeah, for sure. Because now I'd rather buy the house at a lower price and have a less of a mortgage, that when the market turns,
Which it will.
which it will, it's inevitable. I don't know how much time.
Okay, so before Steve says his argument, do you think
he feels it. Listen, what I was telling clients too, even this year was like, we don't know where anything's going. If you're looking to move up, I said this message early, it's a great opportunity, especially if you're selling a smaller house, getting into a larger house. Why? Because the larger houses took the bigger hit. This is so easy. Like I hate to keep like I'm the original person that said this, but it's ultimately, like if you're buying a bigger house, that value's dropped dramatically more than a smaller house. So if you're moving from a town or semi into a detached into in the same community, you're got a better deal. You're gonna have less mortgage to pay in the future. So let's just say, for example, 15-20%, let's say 20% for easy math went down on a $2 million property. It's 400 grand, right? If that 20% went down on 1.5 million, that's what, 250? Think about it. So you're buying something for, you know what I mean? The spread's like 250 less.
We
than
want
your
to
normal.
upsize in
Or
a
150
down
rather.
market.
okay?
So
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. We want to upsize in a down market.
You want to upsize now. You don't
Yeah.
want to upsize in a like the market that we were previously in. It's mental because then the higher again 20% on $1.5 million upwards. The positive. What's that work out?
Yeah.
to,
Of
right?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then ultimately the most important thing that I have to ask is if they need to find you for more information, where
We have no more gift cards, buddy. What are you trying to?
where can they
Switch
find you, Mike, if they need to get a hold of you?
They can find us on Instagram at Mike Grady Realtor and
Steven Zellenardo. That's it. What is it?
And we'll see them next episode.
have a good one. Ciao.